How are you doing? I hope you are having a great day. So, I saw something interesting the other day, something that I have completely missed when it came out. This has to do with, Storm Dancer. It has to do with the Lotus books. It has to do with J. Kristoff. And it also has to do, with Nevernight books, right? And Jake Kristoff is notorious. He's like the kingpin. This guy has no morals whatsoever. What he does is he takes the cultures of other people. Okay, look, I'll give you an example. If I take your culture, right, and I write a book about it, sure. But what if I take your culture, I write a shitty book about it, right, and mishandle elements of your culture? And that is what he does in The Storm Dancer. That's the only book of him I read, and I promise you, listen to me. I promise you, it will be the last, book I read from that guy. Now, Jay Kristoff, in his website, he issued an apology in 23rd of April. By the way, this is going to be how to not apologize, because you see, the fundamentals of an apology is to acknowledge the problems and the reasons why people are hating you. Okay, you see, when you apologize, you have to make sure that first of all you understand why are people hating you, and then you apologize directly to that. If there is any clarifications you would like to make, all of that has to come after you apologize directly. Anyhow, he starts, "Hello, beautiful people. With sincere thanks to those who highlighted the issue, I have been made aware that a character name was used in Nevernight that shouldn't have been. I actually have not read Nevernight. I have no clue, what this is talking about. However, I do know that this is necessarily talking about, how Jay Kristoff, he appropriated people's culture. He did a terrible job, and he is not going to apologize here directly. What he will do is he will be snaking around the issue, right? I'll show you that. In love and support of my Jewish readers, friends, and the communities, I and my publishers commit to changing that name in all future printings of the novels." Okay, first of all, this is not bad. The ongoing hate-motivated violence in the US has left me as appalled as any international citizen. To those urging me to be more vocal on this issue, I hear you. And after the amazing success of our recent Sea Shepherd fundraiser, look, man, it's all just rubbish. It's all look. All of this is rubbish. Why? Primarily because it's trying to busy you. It's trying to make you busy, so as to make sure you don't see he does not actually apologize, because he made a mistake. People want him to apologize for it directly. Global injustices. Thank you all for your honesty, support, and incredible generosity. Love, Jay. This is how to do a non-apology. This entire paragraph needs to be removed, because you see, he started out very well. As you can see in here, you see, this is the apology, and this is when he made it, 22nd April in Twitter. 23rd April, he posted it on her website. Lee, she says, "You really should understand how you have harmed our communities before issuing this half-assed statement that isn't an apology. Throwing money at an issue won't fix your anti-Semitism or racism. And changing anti-Semitism, I believe, refers to something in Nevernight. Racism in here refers to the Lotus books, which I am very familiar with. I saw that shit with my own eyes. And changing a name won't solve the underlying issue in your books." Estella Mirai says, "This is not an apology, Sama." This is referring to Storm Dancer. He uses this word very badly, from what I can guess. "You are incredible." For what? A half-assed apology? Someone responds to, Simone. Anyhow, Stephen says, "As writers, we step beyond our boundaries. It's not easy and can be ugly at times. I have not read Nevernight, so I want to speak to it. Jay, from what I have seen, is a lovely person. Give him time if he intends on making things right. Remember the importance of forgiveness." This is something that is very important. I could have skipped over this comment, but I wanted to read it. because I believe that Jay can change. I believe that he can improve. I believe that he can 100% improve. I made a video some time ago talking about booktube and talking about forgiveness and how people can change and how people always change, and I shared some of my stories in that video. And I believe this wholeheartedly. Do I think that Jay Kristoff is an undying monster that has to be executed? No. I genuinely think he should just apologize a little better. You see, I can even give a direct critique. This, hello beautiful people, this first paragraph is all there should be. Then the second paragraph should be an acknowledgement that he has messed up. All of this comes off as a little insincere because he's doing a lot of this fundraiser, and in this context, in this apology context, it seems like a method to manipulate the situation. And so a lot of people who would have sided with him after the first paragraph are not siding with him in the second, because, like, for instance, me, I would side with him in the first paragraph, and then in the second, what I would do is, just remove all of this, make it another post, make this, all of this this is very good, don't stop fundraising, just make this a different post, don't attach it to this one, because it makes you look like a politician, bro. It makes you look like someone who's manipulating the situation for your own gain. So what you do is you take this and you throw it into another post. Don't stop the fundraisers ever. They are very good. Thank you for those. But adding them to this is a bad move. In today's world, everyone knows this shit. Everyone is familiar, and everyone has been familiar with this for a very long time, especially readers. Anyhow, you get rid of this second paragraph and you replace it with one that addresses the issue directly and says, it was a mistake on my behalf. I am sorry for that. So, this fundraiser just comes off as, you can't read the room, basically. Like, Jay, come on, you're doing basic shit. You can't read the room. So, Stephen, I agree with you. I genuinely believe that he can change. And in fact, hey, that was a direct critique from me on how this would be much better. Anyhow, a lot of other people have responded to him, you see, Crown, she says, what are you apologizing specifically for? I heard a lot of, we are changing that, we are doing this. You see, people want him to acknowledge what he's apologizing for because he's running around the problem. But how and why those topics ended up in your books? See, this is what people want him to address. From the get-go, I've explained this to you in the first place, and you are addressing them only now? After 2 weeks, I feel that this apology is kind of weak. Sorry. And so the sentiment is that this is a very terrible apology. And the reason why it's terrible is because, first of all, in the first paragraph, he starts out very strong. In the second, he should have expanded on it. Like, as Crown says here, what are you specifically apologizing for? And number two, the second sentence should explain how and why those topics ended up in your book. And then the third one should be, I am sorry that happened. I'll make sure in the future that it does not happen. I really don't have any hate toward Jay Kristoff. I hope that he can improve. Again, I really think and genuinely believe that he can improve, and everyone can, in fact, improve. I don't want to come off as an a-hole who's not willing to give him the opportunity to improve. I really wish him the best of luck, and I wish that he can redo this apology, because it is a very terrible apology, and it's not completely a terrible apology. Just the second paragraph has to go. You can keep that last sentence. No one cares. Just get rid of this second paragraph. Move it to another post. I hope that you took something from this. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. Have a nice day. Bye.